How's it going? Johnny Trucking here. Just stuck in some North I-35 traffic. Got nothing really much better to do than to just come to a crawl here. We're going at about 2 to 3 miles an hour, more or less. There was a massive accident apparently up here. A rollover truck in the middle of the rollover truck in the middle of the lanes here caused this whole slowdown here for the last couple of hours, it seems. I was hoping that maybe by the way, when I was ready to come back up, that it would be cleared, but that's not the case. Or maybe they're in the finishing touches of it, because at least traffic's moving. But God, like, it is taking me a lot longer to get back than it usually does. Doesn't usually take me this long to get back to San Antonio, but it happens. I swear this has got to be the second like rollover accident on northbound I-35. Probably in at least the last month. I feel like a couple of weeks ago there was a big rollover one, and that one I remember the truck actually flipped over on on the lanes here, because this is, as you can see, I-35 is a 2-lane road for this long stretch between San Antonio and Laredo. It's a 2-lane highway, so that thing flipped over the last time, and it covered both lanes, and so the whole entire highway was fucked, and everybody had to reroute different ways and whatnot. And I had a chance to reroute today, and I decided, well, I think it'll be fine. Well, that's what I get for thinking. And now I get to ride here for a little while and get stuck in this. I've already been in this for about 30 minutes now, just going like this. Like, we'll go about 4 or 5, and then we'll come to a stop. I'm thinking more than likely there's a merge somewhere coming up here. This is the thing that sucks. This is why I probably need to get my radio back installed again, because I could at least ask the question on the radio and be like, hey, what lane's closed? That way I already know to anticipate, move over to the right or stay on the left. But without a radio right now, I don't know what's going on in these situations half the time until I see it. Why don't I have my radio installed? I need to get the adapters for it, because it's not installed in this truck. The power adapters are not the same ones like they were in the Kenworth when I had the radio in there. So I need to go and buy the adapters at the store. I just haven't done that. To be honest with you, I just haven't done it. I just haven't done it yet, so I need to do that, and then I can get my radio back installed in here, so I can at least have something to communicate with, because in situations like this, I don't really have any idea as to what's going on other than what I can see. I mean, if I wanted to, I could always call the traffic line, but the traffic line is not going to tell you what lanes are open and what lanes are not. The best thing is always a truck driver that's ahead might tell you on the line, and tell you, hey, what's the 411 on this accident? What lanes are closed? And they'll tell you, right's closed or left's closed, merge to the right, merge to the left, whatever. Or they'll tell you both are closed, they're pulling us off of the highway, which is also a possibility. Which is also a possibility as to maybe why this is moving slow, is that they might be taking us off the highway for a little bit, for like a stretch of it, which might explain the up and down slowness, like the start stop kind of thing we're doing here. Could explain that. I guess we'll find out until we get closer to the accident, where it was. I haven't passed it up yet, so I haven't even seen anything, so I'm assuming I haven't even gotten close to there yet. Funny thing about these accidents when they happen like this, there's nothing funny about them, right? I guess I take that back, but what I mean is the way people start acting in these situations as far as other drivers are concerned. Because the key to these things is, unfortunately, you just have to be patient. That, in my opinion, there's nothing you can do at this point. You just have to be patient and you have to roll with the punches. But there's a handful, more than a handful of drivers that decide they don't want to be patient. So you'll see a lot of things on the side here, like on the access roads. I'm surprised I haven't seen it here on the left, because there's a lot of room over here. But I haven't seen anything on the left here. But I see it a lot on the right, where you see a lot of four-wheelers right in the shoulder there. Or you'll see them just hop right off and go over to the other side of the access road there. There was a little bit of a stretch over here a little while ago that it was literally a road that is being constructed that clearly is not ready. It's just all dirt, and people didn't care. They started going. People were playing the monkey see, monkey do. Now, I haven't seen any trucks today try to do anything stupid or anything dumb. But it happens from time to time. Like, people get restless and you start seeing things happen. And to me, I feel like the situation's already bad. Why would you want the opportunity to make it worse? Not just for you, but for everybody else involved. We're already at a crawl. So what's the point in taking a risk, potentially causing another accident, and then really, really fucking everyone over, including yourself? So to me, I'm like, just ride it out. I mean, it is what it is. You're here, you're stuck. Write it out. What else can you do? We don't have a set time limit on our set times on our deliveries coming back to the warehouse. It's not like I have to be back at the warehouse at this specific time or that I get in trouble. It's not really, as long as I get back, as long as I'm, if it takes me more than 4 hours to get back to San Antonio, they're probably going to call me and be like, "Hey, John, you okay? You're still not here." But it's not like it's like a set thing. So even when I was, like OTR and regional and whatnot, and you come to situations like this, if you knew that this was going to cause, that a situation like this was going to cause you to be late on a load or whatever, on a pickup or a drop, you just call your fleet managers and you just tell them, "Look, there's nothing I can do. We're stuck in 4-mile-an-hour accident traffic. Sorry, nothing I can do." And then it's unfortunate, and they probably won't be that happy about it, but at least you let somebody know, and 9 times out of 10 they just let the vendor that you're picking up or dropping from know, "Hey, such and such is stuck in accident traffic, and this is their ETA or whatever." Shippers will understand. Traffic it happens, and sometimes you can plan ahead for it, and you get stuck into something like this because you don't know what's coming, and it happens. Even if you give yourself extra time, it could be wiped out completely if you're in an accident traffic to a crawl like this. You can give yourself an extra hour and say, "Hey, I gave myself an extra hour," and you get stuck in this. Next thing you know, you burn that hour. So it's just always better just to call, and everybody will understand. They're not going to tell you to do anything illegal, and if somebody does tell you to do something illegal, I would immediately say, "I'm not doing that." I'm not riding the shoulder. Or I'm not crossing these lanes I'm not supposed to cross, or whatever. Those kinds of things. If your fleet managers or whatever tell you to go ahead and do something that's not legal, I would immediately tell them, "I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that." And because at the end of the day, it's your license, right? So if you do something and you get caught, the fleet manager is not going to be the one that's going to have to take the hit on their license or whatever. It's yours. They might get in trouble for telling you to do that by their superior or whatever, but the mark on their license, it doesn't go on their license, it goes on yours. So that's what you always watch out for, because those things go with you no matter where you go. You leave one company, that it's still on your record, and the other company is going to see what you did. So that's why, like I said, when this situation happens, they suck. They're unfortunate. They're not fun, but you just write it out. You either don't do what I did, like I said, when you have the opportunity to reroute correctly, and keep moving. But once you committed, that's pretty much it. There's not much you can really do at that point, unless you want to try to do something illegal. And then at that point, well, there you go, like jumping a lane, jumping a median, making your own exit, which is very, very common. A lot of people will make their own exit, will make their own highway exit and roll through the dirt and through the grass and whatnot. And that's up to you. It's not legal. but that's up to you. And if you get pulled over, you get pulled over, rightfully so. And you gotta take your licks, you know. But yeah, this sucks. And it's what sucks about this today is that this is my first day back in over a week, because we had last week, the 4th of July week, we had it off because our supplier had summer shutdown. Honda had summer shutdown in the Ohio factory. I'm not sure if all of Honda did, but I think the Ohio one, which is where most of our shipments go to, took the whole week off for the holiday or whatever, for their summer shutdown. And so we have, with no freight to pick up, you know, what are we gonna do? So they just gave us the whole week off too. So I've been off the whole week, and that was nice. I had a nice week. I mean, I didn't really go anywhere. I didn't go like out of town or anything like that. I just stayed home and relaxed, recharged the batteries, you know, per se, and just kind of did my own thing at home. I still had some fun. Went shopping a few times and out to eat and things like that, but watched movies, but didn't really like do anything. Like, didn't go out of town this time or anything like that. Just stayed here or stayed at home. But enjoyed it. It was a nice, good little vacation. Get restless at times because you're like, man, I feel like I got to do things, because, you know, sometimes you sit at home and you're like, damn, I feel like I got to go do something, man. I'm just here. I'm ready to go back. And then you come back to this, and then you're like, man, I wish we could have stretched it another day. It's good Lord. Now we're at a stop. As you can see, nothing's moving. I'm guessing if I was a betting man, I bet you what's going to happen, what I'm going to end up seeing, is they're probably taking us off the highway. So everyone that's on the highway right now is probably having to get off for a little bit and then get back on, which is causing this slowdown. And you probably got people on the other side that are trying to get on too, that went the other route. So it's probably causing this like bottleneck slowdown here at some point or another. And it's like, geez. Yeah, I see that guy right to there, to the right of me. I think he just said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing, because I don't see us moving, and I don't like having to have my foot on the service brake for too long, because everything gets really hot. So I'll just put the parking brake on for a little bit until we start moving again. But yeah, vacation was nice, and you know, this is the first day back. And welcome back to trucking, John. Jeez. Sorry for the stretch. I needed to do that, but got back to the truck. Everything was good after a week of not running it. Cranked up really nice, and didn't really have to, you know, did a thorough. Obviously, every day we do a pre-trip, but at least today, definitely wanted to do a thorough one just to make sure everything was looking pretty good, and everything's still good on this thing. So, and it's been running great all day today. So this is so lame. It's so lame, but it happens, you know. Not the first time I've been through it. Won't be the last, I'm sure. But whatever these guys are doing to flip these trucks, man, you gotta chill. You gotta chill out there, man. It's dangerous out here. We all want to get home. We all want to do our job and get home, you know. But it's dangerous out here. You gotta be careful sometimes when you do this thing, in my opinion. Then you end up flipping over, and you don't know what could happen from there. You know, you could die, really, like seriously. Pretty sure those people, I just saw some people riding on the access road over there. I'm pretty sure they hopped off onto the dirt, because there wasn't anybody riding that access road a second ago. Now there's a bunch of people, a bunch of cars. Usually all it takes is one. It takes one person to start it, and then you get a domino effect. You see all the dust flying up over there in the distance. There's a bunch of dirt over there. Yeah, we're back stopped again. This is just how it's been for the last like 30 minutes or so. Like, Jesus Christ. Sucks. It's terrible. And out of snacks. I don't have any more snacks for the day. I'm out of snacks and I'm out of drink. Because usually I bring enough to kind of for the timing, and by now I would be getting pretty close to finishing my day. So why do I need to have a bunch of extra snacks or a bunch of extra drink in my truck when I'm not going to need it? But right now it would be nice to have that. I don't. So now I just gotta sit here, and the sun's starting to get to the point over here where it's about to drop, kind of in the area where it's going to be blasting in right here to the left, and without the truck moving, you can really feel it. And I don't have curtains in this truck because it's a day cab, so poop on a popsicle stick. Oh my god, not fun, no fun. I was kind of hoping maybe I could drag y'all through to kind of maybe see the accident, but yeah, we're not moving. See, maybe that truck's still there. I'm assuming it's still there. Usually when a truck, damn, I got the idle thing happening. Usually when trucks tip over, it takes them a while. There's a lot that goes into the process, especially if the unfortunate thing happens and there's a fatality involved in it, whether it's the driver or if it hits something else or somebody else. If there's a fatality involved, then it's a whole, now it's a crime scene. So now you got all of this stuff happening before you can even before they can even get the wreckers in there to go in there and actually take it off the road. Moving now, so let's see. We'll move. I'll keep you all for a little bit, just a little bit longer. We'll see if we can get to the scene. See if we can get a view of it. If we keep moving, it might take us off before we even get a chance to see it. So, oh, now the right lane's moving, and the left lane stalled. Sorry. We moved all of I think we moved all of 10 feet. Dang. Well, if any of us need to go to the bathroom, there's a porta john over there on the right. If any of us need to park the truck real quick and run over to the porta potty and use it, I don't need to go. I went before we started this, so I'm good right now. But that'd be funny, right? If you just watch somebody jump out and run over to the porta potty to go and use it. Well, this guy to the right of me put his parking brake on again, so I'm assuming we're back to being stopped. Dang, man, this is lame sauce, man. Ugh. I'll go ahead and do the same because if we ain't moving, we ain't moving. Need the brakes to blow up on me, so I'm gonna go ahead and let them cool and whatnot while we're just sitting still. What's the point? But yeah, guys, this is my day today. This is fun, right? Oh boy. But this is what I'll do. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna let y'all go, but I'll bring you right back as soon as I get a chance to pass up the wreckage, so that you can at least maybe get a glimpse of what happened today. But sometimes you have to deal with days like this, and it is what it is, and then you just do this and sit back and hurry up and wait. It's always the name of the game. Hurry up and fucking wait. Well, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we're just about to pass up the remnants of the accident. I do not think that the truck is there anymore. Might have cleared it out already. It looks like cleanup of everything. But yeah, that's where it happened. It was back over there that way or over here. So there's a bunch of stuff on the back of that truck that was back there. There's a bunch of little gadgets and whatnot. So I'm like, oh shit. But all right, but we're home free. Rest of the way. Good lord. All right, guys. Well, didn't get to see the truck, but what a mess that